Well, welcome back to Plumdrop. What a weird thing it is to be resuming this after taking quite a bit of a break. I do apologize for that. I think I came to this conclusion where I started this Let's Play when I had some time off from work, and with the combination of work and just being very dedicated to my New Horizons content, I'm working on some New Horizons islands that do really truly mean a lot to me and that I'm very creatively excited by. And I found that with Plumdrop, this Wild World town, I have created a few very developed Wild World towns before, so it was a little easy to be at least less comparatively excited for Plumdrop next to my New Horizons islands. However, there have been a few recent new developments where I got inspired to work in Plumdrop again. I am excited to try some new things in this town that I've never done before when it comes to Wild World decorating, and I think just having those ideas swirling around in my head inspired me to want to come back and do something. Oh my gosh, I've got Lyle chasing after me. Should we talk to him? I kind of feel like Lyle is in general a scam artist, and I don't know if I want him like sending me scam emails, or in this game, of course, scam snail mail for the rest of my life. I think we'll just ignore him. I think we'll let him be, let him chase after me all day. I think he stops within like an acre, and then he's like, all right, I'll stop chasing you. I have my limits. But anyway, not to bury the lead, let me show you like a little example of some of the pathing that like I've never done before when it comes to Wild World. So this is what's sort of like pulling me in with excitement of like, ooh, what could I do with this? It's like pathing that almost exactly mirrors the in-game grass and dirt pathing. I have, of course, done some patterns that are meant to blend in with Wild World before, but never tiles like this that are just meant to almost like completely replace or gel with the already in-game tiles. Oh, hi Goose! Should we check up with Goose here, the starting screen model? Oh my gosh, he's wearing one of my grass patterns, isn't he? And we're just over here watering stuff, aren't we? Morning, they say the early bird gets the worm. Are you the early bird, Goose? All I got was this lousy groin cramp. Oh my goodness. Not that, not the groin cramp. Got any gossip besides your cramps this morning? V-Rock, how's the flea market treating you? Oh yeah, I think I did see that announcement. So today's the flea market? I'll have to see if I want to pop into some villager homes and pick up some new goodies for myself or pawn stuff off on my villagers. Me? Oh yeah, I haven't really done anything at all for it yet. He's too busy being the early worm, or early bird. Early worm. If you're wondering, like, okay, well, what's so exciting about covering the grass or covering up the existing in-game tiles with, like, sort of mimicking tiles? Well, I know it's not fancy right now, but I do kind of hope to add some flowers on top of this. And I hope to have some other, like, tiles on top of, like, grassy colors that are maybe even more significantly flowery, like almost as flowery as this pattern right here. You can see how some of the base greens in this pattern actually do surprisingly match this. So I feel like if I did something where I had a transition pattern and then the transition pattern led to a very flowery pattern, I think I could create some really interesting flower shapes and like new styles of like Wild World decorating that I've genuinely never done before. So I don't know if I'm making any sense at all feel free to just take all that with a grain of salt because I haven't done all the patterns required for that yet. But just know I am excited and interested with possibilities with Plumdrop again. That being said, I did take some time to do some pathing that already exists in the main part of the island. Oof, I gotta like pick some of these up. But you can see how I did each tile with the way they're strewn about right here chaotically. Yeah, I guess what I was saying was that I did already do some pathing on a Plumdrop already, and it's not that I hate this, but I do think it's not really exactly the aesthetic that I want to try to keep for Plumdrop forever. So don't be surprised maybe if you see me rip up these paths pretty soon. I feel like they're just not... They're like a little too bright and artificial looking. They don't really truly match the colors of the game. What I was trying to do, I think, was I was trying to match the brick houses with the brick pathing, and I was trying to do a thing, but I'm much more excited about the like natural paths that I'm working on, so we might sort of say farewell to these just so I can clear these slots out. They are taking up a lot of one of my character's pattern slots here, and it would be good to clear these out so I can start working on some new designs instead. Alright, my hybrid growing hasn't really been as successful as I've been hoping either. I think that was one thing that was starting to get me down a little bit in this game, is that like I can't wait to just grow lots and lots of hybrids and spread them over everywhere, especially purple hybrids, but I guess I've just got to be patient, and I guess my long break from the game didn't really help matters. As you can see, I chose to set the date back in April when I put this game down, but I've got a bit of a decision to make whether I want to just jump right into September, which it is September 1st in real life right now as I'm recording this, or if I want to maybe at least jump in a season that I've missed. I think I'm leaning towards, though, maybe setting the real time to September and just using that time throughout autumn and winter to like grow more hybrids and work on my patterns more, and then maybe I can sort of finish up Plumdrop next year. So you can definitely see, even though Wild World towns are more simple, they can still take a while to complete as well, especially if you're growing all your hybrids yourself. I think this is new for the Let's Play. Nookway is a new shop expansion, and what's more, I think this is one of the final shop expansions. I think there's just one more after this, good old Nookingtons. But Nookway, it kind of reminds me of like a Walgreens or like some sort of like highbrow convenience store. I think Nook and Go like reminds me a bit of a gas station, but this one reminds me of like a Walgreens or something. Look at Nook and his cute little pink and green apron. I might have already popped in here, so he didn't give us the spiel about the new shop, but look at the shopping carts. And here's what's for sale today, this weird water bird thing. Is this like a washing machine? Interesting. That doesn't look a lot like the washing machines I have in real life. No, I think I'm gonna be a little frugal today and just buy stuff that I'm interested in. Maybe this plant? The lava lamp is kind of groovy. Reminds me of how I always loved lava lamps when I was a kid. I think I had one for like 10 years, just like chilling out in my childhood room, and then eventually I think we had to dispose of it. I'm not sure how safe the materials inside a lava lamp are. They look like they would be kind of sketchy to dispose of. I like this box. This box is very kind of rustic and cottagecore. It's only 200 bells. Let's see what the floors and walls are today. Bamboo wall? I don't know if that really fits the aesthetic that I would want. It is cute though. Gosh, something that's really hitting me about returning to Wild World is just how adorable and pixely everything is. Like, look how pixely and adorable the watering can is. Oh man, I might have to get the blue trim wall. I guess I'm in a good mood today. I feel like everything's just coming across adorable to me. Like, oh, look at this, look at that. Will the slate flooring win me over? Man, even this flooring looks cute to me. I have no idea what's in my catalog anymore. I think when I started the Let's Play, I might have had some sort of like internal memory of what my catalog was, but it's been too long now. I don't really like the plaza floor. I can't see myself ever using that. I think it's kind of ugly. Definitely reminds me of maybe a flooring you would use like in an interior mall or like some sort of public space. Oh, my pockets are full already? What's going on in here? I guess I have some flowers. BRB while I maybe plant these around and... Oh geez. Got a forged painting? I wonder if that's the Mona Lisa. I seem to recall like buying a fake Mona Lisa. Anyway, BRB Nook. Oh wow, what a pleasant surprise to walk in here and see such a nice looking room. I think it is kind of coming back to me now that I think I spruced up my house in one of the later Let's Play episodes. Do I have a home for the fake Mona Lisa? If it even is that. I think it is. Oh yeah, it is. It does look kind of nice in my fancy home here. Oh! V-Rock, anyone home? It's Mr. Early Bird Gets the Worm, but has a groin cramp, a goose. Sorry, I was trying to remember that, like what exactly he said to me. He said he wasn't paying attention to the flea market, but then he decided to have me be the first customer of his day. Let's see what he goes for. I kind of want to sell him the forged Mona Lisa. So many hot deals, such a massive selection. That vein in my forehead is bulging like a flexing bicep. Go for the Mona Lisa! No! Not my birthday cake. I want your birthday cake. What kind of deal can you break for me? No deal. Okay, he's gonna go for my Biwa loot thing. Okay, I'll say no deal to that too, just because I guess I'm being obnoxious. I want to see if he'll go for the motor. No, I thought he was going for that. No, he's going for my bed. Come on, you're gonna go after my bed? That's low, dude. That's low. It's almost like he's avoiding the Mona Lisa. I wonder if he'll like ever go for it. And he's going after my couch. No. The radio? Okay, now he's gonna go for my TV. Dude, he like went for the Mona Lisa and then turned around. He really must like be averse to that. Like look at him just running around like he's glitched or something. This is kind of weird. doing? Did I break Goose? I guess he is a jock, right? Maybe he's getting some laps in around my house. Wow, this is surreal. I wonder if they're like programmed not to buy the forged paintings, which was kind of the whole appeal of this exercise for me. I wanted to like recoup my losses on Goose. But I guess he's just gonna run in circles. It's sort of awkward. I guess I'll just leave. I might not be able to use my house much today because the villagers will just be like harassing me every time I go in here. Alright, bye Goose, have fun! Going somewhere? Hot date? In that case, I guess I should get going. Alright, see you Goose. Alright, can I go in my storage now? I seem to recall really filling this baby up. I really don't think there's a whole lot of space left. Look at me just going from slot to slot and seeing them all full. Oh no, I can't believe this. I really truly can't. I didn't remember that I filled this up. Alright, I think we're good now. Good to go back to Nook's. Oh, I forgot to check my mailbox. If Lyle here will let me check my mail, I'll get right to that. Got a letter from Mom. Dear Violet, a tiger butterfly has decided to pay me a visit, and now I can't shut the window. It's been an hour. Mom. Oh, that's sweet. I guess I'll plant my flowers over here. This is something I've been curious about when it comes to my new pathing technique. I think it'll be awkward to have the paths like go all the way to the river. I don't think it'll look good, so maybe it's something I can do to try to make the river side spots look less awkward is to just plant flowers alongside them. And then hopefully once I have flowers on the actual grass, it'll look nice, like a mixture of wildflowers and regular flowers. Oh my god, look at this little baby tree. I've been trying to plant some more baby trees here and there. In fact, this looks like quite a big open spot. I could either fill that with trees or fill that with some of my new grass patterns. That's something I plan on doing, by the way. I plan on kind of filling in some of the dirt spots with my new grass patterns that will be covered with flowers, so it's gonna be a way to like make the island look less dirt filled and more grassy. So I guess I could make an attempt to talk about life as well, other than just the fact that I've been away from this Let's Play. I've definitely been really hot over here where I live. These hot summer months have been pretty brutal where I live in the south. So definitely looking forward to it starting to get more autumnal in the months ahead. Are you all excited for autumn, either for the weather or even when it comes to Animal Crossing? I know autumn is a very like kind of popular month. I've definitely taken up like watching Netflix shows as like a cozy background noise when I am playing Animal Crossing. I recently just started watching The Sandman, which I got pretty into. I'm getting into The Sandman. Another thing I like to do sometimes, which I'm not always great about, but I love having things on in the background basically, so I've read a few audiobooks recently, which was big for me because I haven't been big on reading books in recent years, but I read A Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking, which was really, really fascinating, and I've been on a big like astronomy kick in general with the James Webb Telescope, and It's always been one of my favorite subjects. And as far as Animal Crossing goes, the town that really grabs my attention the most when it comes to New Horizons is definitely this town of mine called Fawn Hollow. I've been really enjoying it. It's a post-apocalyptic island, but it's set during autumn, so it's about to be Fawn Hollow season, you could say, when it turns to autumn in real life. And it's been just a really creative undertaking for me. I've never done a sort of post-apocalyptic or even really urban theme before. So it's been really cool, like putting the island together and coming up with a backstory for it. But I'm excited for Plumdrop too. I do still want to go for my Pacific Northwest theme that I was starting to daydream about for Plumdrop. I still want to do that. And I think all those like grassy paths that I made, I think they'll really help. Oh, here's Sally. Doesn't she look so pretty walking along? I wonder if I should have squirrels as like a consistent theme throughout Plumdrop. It just really feels like I've got quite a few squirrels. I've got Sally and Mint and Pecan. And they are really cute villagers in Animal Crossing. Their little tails bopping up and down. So today is that flea market everyone's been talking about. I should go check out everyone's stuff. Wouldn't it be sweet if someone was selling an edible marshmallow chair? Oh my goodness. There's a marshmallow chair in New Leaf, I think. But I don't think it's in Wild World. Sally over here predicting the next game's furniture. Let's go check up on the Able sisters, see if they've got anything cute to spice up my wardrobe. Oh, I love this shirt. This shirt is so cute. Yellow tartan. Can I try it on? Oh my god! I'm wearing that immediately. I think it looks cute with the hat I already have on, but I wonder if this was like a good combination to go with that shirt. Does it look good on my head though? Ugh, it looks kind of bad to be honest. I don't know if I can bring myself to buy that right now, but maybe in the future it won't look bad on me. I'm also kind of amused by the face mask. Only 80 bells? What a bargain, but my pockets are doing their worst as usual. I'm gonna put my tools away, that'll help. Let's get this yellow tartan on. I want to see what the mask looks like on me. I've seen people do this in newer games. I don't really think the mask was a hot accessory back in the Wild World days, but I've definitely seen people wear these in recent years, like on New Horizons and whatnot. Look at me! Oh man, I'm staying safe. Especially while talking up close and personal with all these animals. Oh, Violet, welcome. I'm very busy, as usual. They're all just ready-made patterns, but the margin, it's just so low. No matter how much I work, I can't produce the volume I need to make much profit. Hold up, Sable. What are you saying? Make something good and make it on the cheap. Sound familiar? Who says those words like they're going out of style? Not me, that's for sure. But Mabel, we take great pride in our work and our hearts go into making our clothes. Don't you want to be able to offer them at the best price possible? Customers are okay with it. But look, just forget about it. I love that worker bee mentality of yours, sis. What? Come again, Mabel? Did you say something? I was so into my sewing that I didn't hear you. Teehee. Yes, sis. Getting to know these Able sisters more and more. Still think it's weird the way these trees are like half cherry blossom and half regular right here. Very like kind of surreal touch. Didn't intend that at all. I think the last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go check up on my villagers during flea market day. I think it is our first flea market. And then I might have a surprise to close off the episode for today. It has something to do with Nookway. I see those puppy dog eyes. You want something here, I can tell. Do I want something here? I feel bad. His house is already kind of emptied now. Do I want the plants? Dang. What about the bed? Wow, he's just gonna sell me his bed. Oh, I feel bad. I don't know if I'm really interested in anything else here. I think I'm good. I'll leave you your gyroid and your screen, and I'll leave your pleasant living space here. I guess Rowan's gonna be sleeping on bamboo. I love how all my villagers call me something different. Rowan just called me Dainty V. I think I was called like V-Rock by someone else. Like, I have no idea what's going on with all my villagers and what they call me. Oh! Kurt is still asleep, because I guess it's early morning. I wonder if I've caught this bumblebee before. Should I take this over? Oh my god, I have 2 squirrels. Isn't this adorable, my 2 squirrel buddies? Okay, be careful not to whack Mint. There we go. Oh hey, good morning. You're up a lot earlier than I thought. What do you want with me? Well, I thought you wanted to talk with me. Was I wrong? You're just compliment fishing? Don't you love my outfit? Seriously, what do you think? Rock star, super classic. Is that goth? Is that hot topic? Cowgirls rock. Clown chic. I don't know. What do we think that this is giving from Mint? Do I want to be mean? It does remind me of something that would be at a party, like a clown, you know, like it reminds me of something you'd see printed on like party merch. Alright, let's see what she says. She might get really pissed at me. Don't you know anything about fashion? This look is bohemian, not clownish. Ugh, Dainty V, don't you know there are things you can't say to a lady? Besides, have you looked in the mirror lately? Oh no, okay, I regret that. I have to say I would have never done that in the past though, but I guess I've gotten accustomed to wanting to see what the various dialogue options will produce as a response. I've gotten braver. I forgot, does this game tell you if you've caught something before? Mint, forgive me. Forgive me. Oh, Rolled? Is this that guy's name, Rolled? No, this is Cube. So he's gonna be too sick to sell me things for flea market day. I guess we could go get him some medicine. Poor guy. I walk outside to the beautiful sights of Plumdrop and the sound of Mint just fuming. Okay, looks like she just got better now. Forgive me. Wow, Dainty V, your house has gotten so big. When I was a kid, my younger brothers and I fought over space a lot. I come from a big family, and there were never enough rooms. Let's go get some medicine for Cube before I forget. Man, there's something so serotonin filling about helping out your villagers when they're sick. It's so easy to help them and just so rewarding. My forehead's as cold as ice cream, but my body's as hot as tomato soup. And my belly is churning too much for me to eat anything. I'm really sick. A true lazy everything compared to food. I'm thinking about eating, even when he can't. What is this? The extra grody formula or something? Wait, what's that? Bye, Cube. Feel better. Jeez, I really think the pocket space has been an adjustment for me. I think I was not ready to go back to this amount of pocket space. I was not prepared to come back to this Let's Play quite yet. Ugh. It's so charming to be back in Plumdrop though. I really, like, it really is coming back to me now, just like the map, and I remember everything pretty well. Let's see if Pecan is home. Oh, she is. Ooh, Pecan's house is nice. Hello, Dainty V. I should call you Dainty P. You're over here looking so dainty with all your regal stuff. But I'm gonna try to pawn off of you. Oh my gosh. Like a kid in a candy store. Can I buy the regal clock? Please? Oh, come on! Okay, I thought she was denying me the regal clock, but I just have to start the sale first. Okay. No! She won't sell it to me! Pecan! What do I have to do? So, I could get one of these two things, but I think at the end of the day, if she won't sell me the clock, I know I've got a lot of this stuff in my other towns, so if I really need to, I can like sort of help myself out, and I don't want to ruin her home. Probably one of the nicer looking ones in my town, so bye, Pecan. Oh yeah, and something else I did, I went to an amusement park as one of my first vacations or trips in a while, and that was really fun. Got to ride lots of new roller coasters. Went to Busch Gardens Williamsburg, if any of you all are familiar with that park in Virginia. And I'm going to a concert this month, so definitely excited to have some like summer fun here before it's over. Let's see if Lucy is home. I don't really feel like I've gotten to know her too well. Lucy, the adorable pig. Oh man. There is something disconcerting about her eyes though. Her eyes are so big. Oh, a customer. Welcome to my house, V-Rock. So she's in the V-Rock crowd. Can I buy one of your bonsais? Oh, I always forget I have to initiate the sale. Just head right for the goods. Yeah, I'll take your bonsai. Do I already have this one? Sure, I mean if you don't like it anyway. Anything else I want? Do I just want to bleed Lucy dry here and leave her with nothing but a couch? I think I'm good. The owl clock is cute. I can tell that's what this is. This is an owl clock, but I think I'll leave her with everything she has. I think the only one left to check is Mr. Goose here. Yeah, she's walking around too. Hey Goose. I'm feeling real stale. Real stale. Got stale moves. Stale everything. Stalest of all is that thing I say all the time. I mean, I work that phrase. Can you think of a good alternative, Mango? I guess that is like Rowan's catchphrase. We could give him something else. He reminds me of that chicken from Zelda, or at least I've heard a lot of other players say that. Do the Zelda chickens like say anything? Zelda chickens. I think I will sort of give him that as a nod. It at least makes more sense than Mango. So I have a Zelda chicken on my town now. Alright. I think I will do the rest of my dailies off screen. I think I have some more flowers to make sure that I water, and maybe some more fossils to attend to, but... Oh shit! Oh no! I just missed Gulliver! Oh well. I love how I was just like chilling out here, like ready to start what I was gonna do, and I just missed Gulliver. Alright, so what I was gonna do for the final part of today's episode, as you might can tell, we're not in Plumdrop anymore. This is my town, Suncombe. I think it's definitely a favorite Wild World town of mine, at least by a lot of others. I've even been told by some people that my town, Suncombe, is like my favorite town of theirs in general, or like their favorite town of mine in general. Which sometimes I have mixed feelings about, because I have probably worked on other towns like harder than this one, but I did put some effort into it back in the day. So what I'm gonna do, since I need someone to go and buy something from Plumdrop's Nookway in order for it to become Nookington's, I thought it might be cute for me to load up one of my other Wild World towns in a context other than one of the Wild World town tours on YouTube, and I can run over to Plumdrop as my character from Suncombe and buy something, and maybe at the very end I can do a little tour and a walk around Suncombe for anyone who might miss that town. Yeah, this definitely brings back memories, talking to Copper to initiate the Wi-Fis. We're just doing DS to DS today, which is like a local connection. So I like how technically, even if you don't have access to the Animal Crossing Wild World Wi-Fi anymore, you can still do this DS to DS connection, like a local connection, if you have some pals that still have a 3DS or a DS and a copy of Wild World. I hope. Alright, so let's head over to Plumdrop. Here we are, like we never left. It can be really weird visiting a town of yours, like via another town. It's like seeing it from another point of view. But I guess let's not waste any time. Let's do a quick pocket check. Knowing me, I have full pockets, but look, I don't for once. So let's go and head over to Nook's and buy something. He's so formal when you're a guest. Normally he runs around after you, but not when you're a guest. What should I buy? I feel like the selection is so terrible, but I should just buy something. What about a bottle mail? I wonder if there's any chance that I can send a bottle mail to Suncombe or something via the DS to DS connection. Plus, I think it'll do the job. I'll buy a piece of furniture though, just in case, because I'm like a little nervous to make sure I meet the requirement for buying something. But yeah, I think that should definitely meet the requirement. Alright, there they are, my 2 Wild World characters. Well, I actually have even more than just that. I have my other town, Daft Dilly, my oldest one, but those are 2 of my newer Wild World Towns characters. And I guess my job is done here as Amy from Suncombe, so I can fly back, or rather run back, or however it is we travel here in Wild World. I'm so used to like the airport system in New Horizons. But yeah, no airport in these older games. Oh, Plumdrop is looking so lovely, like compared to, I don't know, how it looked at the very beginning. I really do like the effect of like these paths and the houses like tucked in the paths, but I'll probably rip these up very soon, so I guess say goodbye to these paths here. They're not long for this world. Yep, I suppose let's go home. I always like that shot of like running off into the distance before it fades to black. And here we are back in Suncombe. I think like I hinted before, the rest of today's episode I might just be reminiscing here in Suncombe and just like revisiting the town and talking about it. So if you're only interested in the Plumdrop Let's Play, feel free to bow out and I'll see you in the next episode. But for anyone who's interested in my other town, Suncombe, feel free to stay tuned in. It's nice to see my flag again. I think what I did with my flag, it was kind of cute. That's my sub badge on Twitch, is like a little acorn like that, and so I think I just pretty much based it off of my sub badge as like a nod to my Twitch, but it also works well for Suncombe, which typically is an autumn town. That's why these leaves here are kind of like gold or brown or whatever. It's normally, this town is saved in autumn, but I last played in the springtime, so this is kind of like a rare look at it in spring, different from like the town tour that exists like on YouTube. So here's the little pathway that runs through, definitely one of the most charming parts of my town, I think. It's this little woodland shortcut to the gate from my house. My house definitely feels quite woodsy. I remember trying to make it like that. I was trying to make it look like a woodland cabin. Oh, here's Alfonso's house. Is he home? Oh, he is home. Oh my gosh, Alfonso, what have you been up to, man? Just collecting lots of clothes? Good for you, bud. You can definitely see, hopefully, the effect of like all the autumnal colors that I had everywhere. Normally it like sort of matches the autumn colors that exist in the town itself, like with the trees, but here in springtime it's not like it looks bad or anything. I really do think Suncombe could be possibly a quite versatile town and looking good at almost all times of year. Like even a lot of the reds I imagine wouldn't look bad in the winter time. Was that Goldie? Yeah, I think that's Goldie. But this is Maple's house. Maple has like a little turnip farm over here. I kind of forgot about the tiny tree stumps. I guess I was trying to do something there with like a fence. Oh no, not a weed, right in the middle of the town hall path. Do you all like the stone pavement for the town hall, or the like kind of brick pavement in New Horizons? I have to say, I maybe am team no pavement. I really love when they give us the option to do our own thing and not have to have pavement everywhere, but I feel like that New Horizons brick pavement is just like especially painful. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, I just love that. Look at how the waterfall is like blending with this sunset and getting all hazy and orange. Gosh, that's so pretty. This is kind of my fairy whimsical area with the pops of pink and gold that aren't really here in most other places of the town, so it definitely feels fairy-esque over here, about as fairy-core as maybe you can do in Wild World because of the lack of being able to put glowy furniture outside in this game. And here we are moving on down to the shops. Ooh, that's what I was trying to get over in Plumdrop, so a sneak preview here in Suncombe. I remember though, I would have really preferred to keep Nook's Cranny here in Suncombe. I was just really trying to go for that like small town, like cabin feel, so I felt like Nookington's just sort of ruined everything, but here's Melba's house. Melba's house is very red with lots of red. It has a nice riverside location. And lots of red flowers around the shops and around Melba's house. This is like the red part of town. Oh, I forgot about my orchard though. My orchard that takes us down to the beach, and it's kind of like a gradient of all the different color fruits. Such a classic Animal Crossing move, isn't it? The gradient of fruit. I think we've like all done that before, haven't we? And this is kind of a nice part of Suncombe, I think. This is the sort of more white part of Suncombe, except, damn, this isn't supposed to be here. Let me pick this up. I'm never sure whether to pluck the weeds or not, because in some cases the weeds might look kind of aesthetic. I think I prefer the clovers though for aesthetic touches, so maybe I'll pluck that one. But yeah, the white part of Suncombe, I like to think that it's just more wild flowery up here. We've got Bree, the white church mouse, and Ruby, the white rabbit, so it just makes sense with these white woodland villagers up here that we have like lots of white wildflowers. Definitely something dreamy about like all these white flowers together and the sunset and the stone houses in the woods. I can really see how Suncombe is something special. I probably would play in Suncombe more if it was easier to upkeep Wild World towns. It's just that like watering all these flowers is kind of a nightmare, and I don't have the heart to just go with the consequences that exist in Wild World for putting your game down. I just can't bear to see like all my hard work destroyed, so I pretty much just set the date to the last day that I played whenever I want to revisit any of my Wild World towns. I try to avoid the consequences and of having a weed overrun flowerless town after taking a break for a while, and it's just difficult. It's difficult to maintain all of this. So I really love what they did in the newer Animal Crossing games as far as making the towns easier to take care of, whether it was the beautiful town ordinance and New Leaf or New Horizons. You don't even need the beautiful town ordinance anymore, but Wild World is definitely still something special. I think especially if you have like a lot of time to give to it, and if you don't mind the flower watering, there's still something very charming about it, and the dialogue really takes me aback sometimes. I think, you know, earlier when I talked to Goose right at the beginning of the episode, and he said something about like the groin soreness, that it just like really threw me off, because I can't imagine anyone saying that in New Horizons, or there's just like lots of charming examples like that. Plus, one thing that I've always really liked about the newer Animal Crossing games is how the weather became expanded and how there's just so many more weather conditions. Oh my god, poor Chief. I'm sorry, bud. Oh, he's not gonna reference it. I should have talked to him sooner. He's just acting casual now. We didn't see that. That song, I can't get out of my head. Can you hear it? You mean all the drum beats you were laying down, Chief? Yeah, I heard it. Can't tell what town tune you were singing, though. Wow, well, before Chief, like, totally took me out of the moment here, I was talking about how, even though the weather conditions are so much more varied in the newer games, I still think there's definitely something about the sunset that's blowing me away in Wild World. So Wild World definitely, like, every day has its own quality, just like the newer games. You can have cloudy days and rainy days, and I think this particular sunset is a little on the cloudy side if you look in the corner over there. So I think the cloudiness mixed with the sunset is giving some of the haziness in the distance that I'm appreciating. Oh, look at Goldie. But yeah, overall, I guess this is one of my problems when it comes to Animal Crossing, is that I feel like there's something so rewarding about a finished town where just like every moment is beautiful, every frame that you're in is beautiful, and it makes you even appreciate the small things like your villagers wandering around your finished town more and falling into pitfalls. No, sorry, Chief. But I guess when a town is finished, the downside to that is there's not anything to work on so much anymore. There's not anything to do other than just walk around and admire the pretty. So I guess that's part of why Suncombe has been abandoned, is it offers nothing for me but maintenance since I've already finished everything. But it has been really therapeutic to revisit it today, and just how lovely every corner of it is, how scenic it all is. I think this is definitely another one of my favorite spots here. Just like the mixture of all the color flowers with the sunset. I'm sure it looks even nicer in autumn though, as it was intended to be viewed in. I really tried to make the most of like riverside views as well. Looking across the river to like the other side and having flowers visible on the other side. I'll try to do that in Plumdrop as well. Make use of the river and wow, what a lovely visit back to Suncombe and remembering this town that I worked on before New Horizons even came out. It was a little bit hard for me to ever prioritize this town again, partly because that's when New Horizons came out. I finished this town in 2020 and New Horizons came out in 2020, so what you gonna do? I might try to prioritize posting these patterns on my WordPress blog soon. I have been asked repeatedly, like over the years, surprisingly so. It surprised me how many people are like interested in these pathways, because like, you know, I just can't imagine there's a lot of traffic in the Wild World community anymore these days that anyone would still be like playing this game and have any need for pathing, but I'll try my best to post those on my WordPress blog soon, because it shouldn't take longer than a day. I should just be able to knock it out and post those. I know a lot of people have asked for them. Alright, let's talk to Ruby. She looks so cute over here. Hello, my star, little ears. Right. You wanted something, didn't you? I'm just rocking this crossword puzzle. I am the smartest. Oh wait, but I'm stuck in this stupid column. It's a 7-letter word. Any guess? Oh man, I remember this one. Oh, what do we think it is? I'm pretty sure this is not a 7-letter word. What's she gonna say if I say banana? Come on, Avot. I said 7 letters. You kind of look like you're only playing with half a deck sometimes. But the question is, do you have any deck at all? Oh my god. She totally threw me under the bus there. Wow, this whole like answering wrongly so that you can see their reactions thing. It is kind of a new joy I found within Animal Crossing. Do you all like to do that, or do you like to always be honest and always say the right thing to them? Alright, well, as hard as it is to say goodbye to Suncombe, such a charming little town here, I think I have covered the walkthrough with it, so I'll see you all in Plumdrop next episode, and thank you so much for watching with me. Bye!
Meet now.